everyone, Dr. Melissa here, and today we're going over pudendal nerve exercises. If you've been struggling with sharp, shooting, burning pain in your pelvic floor area that goes from your pubic bone back to your tailbone, that's stronger on one side more than the other side, if you sit or stand for long periods of time, if you've had pelvic surgeries or trauma to this area, this is going to be the perfect class for you. Go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, let's get that pudendal nerve gliding, sliding, and moving better. Before we get started, if you happen to have 2 yoga blocks, you could use pillows instead. If you had a tennis-sized ball or a ball about this size, either or you could just get a small hand towel and roll that up. I'll give you plenty of options, so no worries if you don't have these. The most important thing for us today is gonna be our breathing, which we're gonna get started with laying down on our backs. Our breathing helps relax those pelvic floor muscles, and that's what's gonna help us get that pudendal nerve gliding and sliding much better. So we're just gonna start, gently bring those knees in towards your chest, and you can take your hands behind the backs of your knees, the tops of your knees, and we're just gently bringing those legs in. And we're gonna start with some breathing. So as you breathe in, send the breath down your rib cage. Our diaphragm goes down when we inhale, and you're gonna feel it put some pressure down on your pelvic floor, and we want that. We wanna feel this gentle spreading or opening, kind of a blooming down in the pelvic floor area. And then as you exhale, that diaphragm comes back up. You can also just do some gentle rocking from side to side. The breath is the most important thing, and if you're still trying to figure out the breathing, you can go ahead and check out this video here where I go over some more tips on that. Gentle breath in, exhale, let it go, and we're just opening up. We don't want to create any more tension because our pelvic floor muscles are already tight, pulling on that nerve, and we want that nerve to be able to glide back and forth nice and smooth. Gentle breath in. We're keeping it out of our chest and our shoulders. We keep our neck and shoulders nice and relaxed. Just kind of think of sending those sit bones apart. The breath goes all the way down. Nice, gentle breath in. Good. One more gentle breath in here. Awesome. And then gently place those feet back down on the ground. And then we're gonna roll onto our stomachs. We're gonna go ahead and grab, if you happen to have the balls, if you've got a small hand towel rolled up, or you could even use some socks because these might be a little bit too intense. We're gonna work on loosening up our abdomen so that our breath can come down a little bit further. We're gonna find the bone in the front of our pelvis, and then find your belly button. We're gonna take the ball and just start with it on the diagonal in between those 2 areas, and let's start on the left hand side. We're just gently laying on that area. Ooh. You'll know when you kind of find that spot, it's tender. You can rest your head all the way down. I'm gonna stay up so that you can hear me, but we're breathing into that area. Now, if it feels like it's too intense, you could always, if you're using a ball, you could always use the towel roll. You could place a towel over the balls to kind of soften into that area. You might have to wiggle up or down, but we're gonna do about 45 seconds to a minute each side with this, and just continue to keep softening. We wanna be able to relax all of the muscles around our pelvis so that we can get things gliding and moving. Gentle breath in. Good, exhale, let it go. Good. As you're breathing in, push that stomach into the ball. And then as you're exhaling, let the ball sink into your stomach. You want to be careful you're not gripping your glutes or holding anything tight. We're just softening everything here. One more breath with this one. Exhale, let it go. Great, let's switch to the other side. And you just want to compare, does one side feel tighter than the other one? So we find the bone in front of our pelvis, our belly button, and we're just going halfway in between. And you might have to wiggle up, wiggle down so that you can find that tender spot. If you have one side that you're having that sharp shooting pain, your symptoms are on more, maybe you notice a correlation to this similar side being tighter, maybe it's the other side. We're always looking for those differences, left side, right side, and trying to balance things out. Nice, gentle breath in. Ooh, my right side's definitely a little tighter today. Ooh, good. Soften into it. We're not gripping, we're not holding anything tight. Good. And if you find that this is a type of myofascial release technique, if you find that this is really helpful and want to do other areas of in the hip, you can check out this video up here. I go into much more depth, all the muscles around the hips. Good. Nice, gentle breaths in. Each time just trying to soften a little bit more. Nice work. Let's do one more breath here. Exhale, let it go. Good. Okay, now we're gonna take that ball out and then come back onto your back again. And then we're just gonna bring those knees back in towards our chest. And this time, maybe you reach a little bit closer down toward your ankles. If that's uncomfortable, you can still do the outside of your knees. But I just want you to take a couple breaths in this position. You could grab down by your shins. We're just trying to gently push the knees out to the side a little bit more, opening up those hips. Now, after we just loosen up that abdomen, do you notice that it's easier to send that breath down all the way down to the pelvic floors? Is it easier to take a breath in? Does it feel less restrictive? Keep trying to open up those pelvic floor muscles. Keep softening. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Great. Let's take one more gentle breath in here. Exhale, slowly let that go. And place those feet back down on the ground. We're gonna bring our right knee in towards our chest. Couple options. You can grab right behind the back of the knee. If you can reach for the outside of your foot, you can grab that. And you're just gently pulling that knee down towards your shoulder. If you had a strap or a towel, you could also use that as well around your foot. And that same idea, we're just gently trying to send that breath down. Open up the hips. You want to be careful that your back isn't lifting up off the ground. We want to be having the back resting flat on the ground, opening up. Gentle rocking from side to side, using that breath. And then remember how this side feels, because we're going to head over towards the other side. Nice, gentle breath in. Exhale, letting it go. Good. One more here. Nice. And then let go of that right side. Left side comes in. Grab behind the back of the knee, the outside of that foot. Inhale, we're sending that breath coming all the way down. Is that left side a little easier to grab a hold of? Does it feel like it opens up more? Maybe it's a little bit more difficult than the other, but just trying to piece together all those puzzle pieces as we're working, trying to create balance throughout. Nice, gentle breath in. Stay with that breath. Nice job. Let's take one more breath in here. Good. Exhale, letting that go. And then let go of that leg. So for our last one, we have a couple of options. If you have a wall nearby, we can do that to do legs up the wall. If you also have a block, or you can use a couple of pillows and put that underneath your hips. So I'll show you both of them. So if you don't have the wall nearby and you want to use your block or pillows, we'll just bring those legs in towards our chest. Knees can be bent or straight. And then we're just going to open up our legs till you feel gentle stretch in the inner thighs. Nice breath in. Just getting gentle and heavy with those legs. You could maybe support your arms behind. Your arms can be resting. It's just where is most comfortable for you. Inhale, send that breath down. And then if you have the wall, we'll do legs up the wall. For that one, what you want to do is scoot your hips as close as you possibly can to the wall. And then you're going to come down onto your side and swing those legs up the wall. And then just gently move those legs apart. And this is very supportive. You're softening into it, opening up the inner thighs. Might feel a little stretch in your low back. We're still sending that breath down to the bottom of our rib cage. Nice gentle breaths in. Exhale, let it go. Gentle breaths, good work. Again, checking, does the left side feel tighter, right side? What are you noticing down around your pelvic floor region, left side versus your right side? Good, 2 more breaths here, nice and gentle. Last one. Good. And then whichever position you're in, just carefully slide those legs back together. If you're on the block, bend those knees, place the feet on the ground. If you're up against the wall, just gently roll onto one side. And then we're gonna carefully come up, find your comfortable seated position. Take a nice big breath in, lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring those hands back down towards heart center. Awesome job with those exercises. Remember that your breath is your powerhouse in helping relax those pelvic floor muscles. If you're wanting to dive deeper and continue learning more about your pelvic floor and your core and how to get rid of those aches and pains, I put several resources for you down below in the description box. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps share this information with other people that have similar questions. And subscribe to the channel. It really helps it out and I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.